In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Halo Infinite gameplay campaign reveal trailer. And we're going to be going over some of the more finer details and things that you might have missed when watching the trailer. So stick around. Now, as of the recording of this video, the Halo Infinite campaign gameplay reveal has officially ended, but here we have some screenshots and of course some clips from the 8-minute trailer and from the 1-minute story campaign trailer that they released, just because some of the stuff may have been overlooked during the actual gameplay segment. So let's go ahead and check this stuff out here. Now, in this screenshot, we're taking a look at, and this is confirming that the game is either somewhat open world or completely open world. We have here a map with objectives that you can go and do in seemingly any order. And starting up at the top, of course, it's TAC map, and this is giving you the outline of the ring. And then, of course, the next tab over in the middle is upgrades. We don't know what these upgrades are for. We don't know if they're going to be for the weapons, for Master Chief himself, if it's going to be considered the cosmetic upgrades where you can change how you look. And then, of course, on the right is the database. And I'm expecting this to give you information on weapons, enemies, locales, possibly some lore as well. Now, looking at the actual map itself with the locations, where the map icon is rested right now is on Gun Battery West. You'll notice under this a little star icon with 320, and then next to it is the normal difficulty icon with the shield and sword. Now, I'm assuming that whatever the 320 is either going to be used to use for the upgrades, or it's going to be used for whatever their seasonal pass is going to be, whether it's a battle pass or a season pass, and that you're going to use the points that you accrue through playing the missions in unlocking that as well. Now, of course, down at the bottom, you have close, set waypoint, left and right triggers, zoom in and out. You can view the missions. You can directly go to where the player is. And then, of course, there's X for start mission. And I'm assuming the start mission is going to be for missions that you have already previously played. Now, moving on to the next screenshot we have here that was taken from the 1.5-minute campaign story trailer. And this is, of course, the well-known battle rifle. This is the classic Halo 2, Halo 3 look. And quite personally, I really, really like it. I didn't at first just because I thought it looked a little odd, but the more I look at the screenshot, honestly, the more I can come to appreciate its design. I did not like Halo 5's battle rifle, and I'm wondering how this battle rifle is going to function. Is it going to be more akin to the Halo 2, high velocity, fast firing, or is it going to be more of a mid-ranged, slower battle rifle like Halo 3's is? I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. Now, moving on to the next screenshot, and we also have a small video clip of this. It looks like there is going to be some form of electric arc grenade that you're going to be able to acquire here in Halo Infinite. As of right now, we don't really have a lot of information on it, but from what is shown in the campaign story trailer is that once the enemies are hit, they end up staying in place. Of course, they're being electrocuted, and the Chief seems to be able to move through it without any issues. So that's going definitely to be an interesting new addition to the gameplay sandbox. Now, moving on to the next screenshot, this of course confirms that the Covenant Energy Sword is going to be in Halo Infinite. Now, I can only imagine the possibilities that are going to be happening with the combination of the grappling hook and the energy sword, and just the certain amount of really cool clips that are going to surface here once the game gets into people's hands and people understand the physics with the grappling hook and how that'll affect the lunge ability with the sword. I'm definitely looking forward to getting my hands on it. Now, of course, the biggest and most striking change that we've seen in the Halo Infinite reveal trailer is the fact that the grappling hook is actually something that exists. It has been confirmed. We definitely have footage of it here. And you're going to be able to not only grapple to different enemy locations, different enemies, and get in close and get a melee, but you're actually going to be able to pull items to you, it seems. Now, personally, I would have thought once you struck a fusion coil with a grappling hook that it would just explode on contact. But it looks like you're actually going to be able to pull these to you. And this also makes me wonder if you're going to be able to grapple weapons to you, like the rocket launcher or the battle rifle or the assault rifle or whatever new weapons that they have. Now, looking at the bottom right corner where it seems that these HUD elements have been moved to, you can see that the grappling hook is actually at a 0, and it is an ability that recharges over time. And I'm wondering when it comes actually to the grappling hook with the upgrade menu, if you're going to be able to make it so that you can grapple multiple things. Because as of right now, it only has 1 on the counter. In the screenshot, it has 0 because it's being used. But when the item is idle, it has a 1. And I'm wondering if you can maybe increase the uses or increase the speed at which the grappling hook ability regenerates. Now, of course, one of the biggest things that has been confirmed for Halo Infinite is that it has some form of enhanced mobility. It doesn't seem to be on the level of Halo 5, but Sprint certainly has returned. But the one thing that I've noticed that when the Chief has been sprinting, at least through this gameplay demo, it seems to be moving him at a lot slower pace than it did for Halo 5. Now, I don't know if that's just a visual thing or if they actually have it so that the Chief doesn't sprint as fast as he did in Halo 5. They have also kept the slide, and they've also kept clamber. Now, slide and clamber are abilities that I've been fine with. Clamber is essentially the mantling ability from Call of Duty, from Gears of War, from Doom. It's in most modern shooters, and this I really don't have a problem with. I'm really interested to see how they're going to implement sprint. Is it going to be a limited ability because the Chief doesn't seem to be able to just sprint nonstop? If they haven't shown it in the actual gameplay trailer. The Chief sprints for a certain amount of distance and then stops. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly how sprint is implemented and if it functions like it did in Halo 5 with your shields not recharging while you are sprinting. Now, another thing worth mentioning is during the gameplay trailer, except for very briefly with one UNSC weapon, the Chief did not aim down sights for any of the gunfights with the majority of all the weapons that were shown here. Now, as far as I understand it, that does not mean that they have confirmed that aim down sights has been removed. I don't know if it was just mostly what's considered smart scope with the one weapon that they've shown. We obviously know that the battle rifle is going to have a scoped mode, but as far as the other weapons go, they didn't show them aiming down sights. That would lead me to believe that it is not in the game for every weapon like it was for Halo 5, but that is something that I have yet to confirm, and I have searched online, and many people are just straight up saying that it's not in Halo Infinite. But until I have a more determinate source, I'm going to go ahead and leave that possibility open that it is there, that they just did not show it. But nonetheless, if it's not there, that does get me excited for the gunplay within Infinite. But as always, don't forget, in order to be part of the conversation and have your voice heard, hit that subscribe button and leave me a comment in the section down below and let me know how you guys feel about the Halo Infinite gameplay reveal trailer. If you guys are new around here, check out some of my previous videos. I upload content weekly. Don't forget to check out the links in the description. I've got my social media, and of course, support for the channel is down there as well. But until next time, everyone, thank you all for joining me here today, and I'll see all of you in the next video.